Hey, this is Jason. Today we're going to talk about how can we build an effective Facebook advertising strategy using our conversion to profit method for a very unique industry here, an accounting firm. B2B business, downright as technical as it can be. Well, certain people told me that, look, I don't think Facebook is useful for B2B business because when you're looking for this, you're definitely not going there. Well, yes and no. Put it this way. The intention may not be there for the top of funnel. If you're looking to go out and grow, to interrupt people and tell people about your services, you may not be effective to use Facebook. But if you are able to build a journey, Facebook still plays an important role in reminding, because put it this way, whether you are on Google or whatever, where you look for that services in the first place, you're always on Facebook. So as long as you are there, it becomes a very important tool to reach and create impressions. Now, this is a very simple skeleton. I'm not saying that you have to do this. That's why we have certain thing all here, basically. Now, the strategy here is really to use multiple platforms, and we want to connect these few platforms together to create a powerful strategy. Now, put it this way, conversion to profit method is a method that we develop, and it focuses on bringing three key benefits to your business. The first benefit is we want to optimize ROI with the advertising budget that we have. And then second thing is we want to reduce budget waste. And last but not least, we want to create unparalleled branding effect for your brand. So basically, it works based on four main pillars. The first pillar is to focus on the audience intent. The second pillar is to focus on the customer journey mapping. And then the third one will be to build connection. And last but not least is to focus on your sales process. So these four things works together, you're able to create an optimized and effective Facebook advertising strategy for almost any business. So let's take a look at accounting firms. So if you're looking at accounting firm now, in order to, it's really important for us to identify where our traffic source would come from, especially the top of funnel advertisement. The tier 1 advertisement is the one where we capture interest and intent. So of course, one area you must not miss is to go on Google. And yet again, if you do have a plan to try Facebook, we have tried before using Facebook for B2B, but of course you want to do for a stronger action. Instead of clicking to the website or messaging, you want to start capturing leads. And if you want to use Facebook to capture leads for accounting firm, for this case, you can. But actually the trick here is you want to create a more complicated form. So the more complicated the form gets, is actually the more difficult for you to get some spammy, leads. Eventually you have less leads, and eventually you still get some certain quality leads from there. So basically what we do here is this. Google, very straightforward, but when it comes to Facebook, we want to use this lead generation advertisement to go out to capture intent, not so much on really to drive the conversion from there, but it's more like a capture intent. So what we could possibly do is you can actually run a video. We usually use a lot of videos because video is the one that we are able to capture the intended audience by the amount of time they spend on the content itself. So it's either to capture traffic or to actually capture intent, okay, which is here. Okay, it's either to get people to your website, because Google will definitely get people to your website, or you want to use Facebook to run website ads also can, or you want to use lead gen, but you have to make sure that you use video. Put it this way, even though this is an accounting firm and then you're trying to share a so-called maybe a tip about how to actually keep your account in the healthy kind of like state, okay? So basically, you run probably a 1-minute video to give a very simple tip, and then if you're actually calling for, if you're interested, submit the lead and we'll be in touch to help you do this better. So the video itself is already a so-called audience qualifier. So what we're going to do is we want to retarget, we want to capture those people who view this video up to 50%. If it's a 1 minute, 50% means 30 seconds. That's a lot of time going into a piece of information. That is already to capture intent. Remember, the first pillar of our conversion to profit method is to capture intent. So that intent is already strong enough for us to move them to the next tier of advertisement. So I know you have watched this 1-minute tip for up to 30 seconds. That shows that you are really keen in terms of exploring or getting better in terms of accounting. If you don't take action now, it's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a second tier advertisement to give you something else. Like for example, I'm having this industrial report. Okay, do you want to download? Okay, I'll probably just tell you that, look, this is a series of maybe 4 videos building up to this from this video, this is only 1 minute. I have another 4 videos to tell you how can we actually help you to keep your account clean. So in order to get this video, you got to actually give me your email address and submit a form so that I will email you this video. So that is already a lead generation process. Okay, so it's either you want to give this series of free course, or you want to give free audit, or you want to do a account health check. You can do just a simple questionnaire. So many things that you can do. Okay, don't come back and tell me that B2B business you can't do Facebook advertising. You can, but you want to capture the intended audience. So over here, you're already capturing a lot of leads, because this going out, this is already a very valuable content to go out to these audiences. Okay, and then you do this, you have to make sure that you exclude those people who have submitted lead, taken action, maybe visited this industrial report website. Also, you have to exclude, because you want to make sure that this advertisement is not going out to this group of people. So you have to do the action-based drip. They have landed on the website, whether they submit or not, it's out. Okay, so for those who landed on the website, if they do not submit, if they do submit, then it becomes a lead. If they do not submit, you can drip them for another advertisement, which is you can run a series of articles. Okay, it could be a series of articles that talk about one topic at a time. Maybe like, for example, 7 ways to actually clean up your account. Maybe 5 ways to actually manage messy accounting, and then maybe 3 ways to manage, whatever, it's kind of thing. It's basically goes back to your industry. I'm not good at accounting. So you can run a series of videos or articles. Basically, you want to exclude those people who landed on each and every one of them. So this is already a series of action-based drip, basically. So this is more like an action-based drip. Eventually, you want to capture leads. Okay, and for those leads that you have captured, chances are you won't be able to convert all of them. So basically, let's say you have 10% conversion, which is quite fantastic. 90% of these people who have given you the phone number and email addresses still yet to become your customer. So I would still recommend that you run a series of maybe email drip, EDM. Okay, you can do a series of emails to educate them, to reach them more. Because you see, for accounting firm or most of the B2B business is really exciting here, because we have almost opening every year. Say, for example, if I have already decided to go for this accounting firm, I can change. If I even go for this Facebook advertising strategy, I can change. So it's really important for you to nurture your lead, and you must have a plan. So if you do a drip, okay, basically you can actually try to minimize the amount of work that goes into this. But I will still recommend that you at least do something out of this. Or you can run some reminding advertisement as and when you have maybe some new launching or new method or whatsoever. That's entirely up to you. So that's how we create a Facebook advertising strategy for accounting firm using our conversion to profit method. Basically, it works on 4 pillars, remember. The first pillar is to find the intended audience, which we will always have mechanism to capture intention. Then we want to build a customer journey, because with a customer journey, then only we are able to build the connection, which is the branding effect. Imagine, you have gone through 3 to 4 advertisements, even though you don't sign up. Okay, you will always remember this accounting firm. This could be the only accounting firm that you know that do this thing. And then whenever anyone asks for recommendation, well, probably this will be the first one that pops in your mind. Okay, and last but not least, the sales process of any business. So for this case, like I say, the sales opening is every year. Okay, if you don't close them now, you always have the future opportunities to close them as your customer. So don't let them go, but have a mechanism that that can actually optimize the exposure, at least to keep yourself exposed to this group of people with minimal effort. That's one thing that you should pay some attention to. Okay, so that's how we do this. If you want us to apply this conversion to profit method to build Facebook advertising for your organization, you can choose to engage us for a 3-month program. In this 3 months, we will help you to strategize and design a strategy, and then we will help you to try an experiment to stabilize it, and then to optimize it for better performance within a 3-month period. So that's one way. The other way is you can actually sign up to our 2-day plus 3-month cohort coaching class to learn how to build this strategy for your organization or for your client. Even though you run an agency, we are always open for partners to come and join us, because put it this way, there are so many clients out there, there's so many businesses out there that needs help. I just want to help more people to get the Facebook advertising right. So If you want to find out more about classes, you can actually go to tripupacademy.com, or you can actually just drop us a message anywhere or in the box below. Okay, and do remember to subscribe and like this page, because we're going to have more videos like this. If you want us to feature your industry or your business, drop me a message. I'll do my best to cover in the future. So I look forward to talk to you soon. Thank you for watching this video. Share with your friends that might need this. Thank you so much.